Danny by chance?
Yeah, you been?
Yeah.
Hey, nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you. I'm your trainer today. Is it your first time coming to the gym?
Well, kind of.
Kinda? Alright, man. Well, let me go ahead and start you off. There's two things you gotta have to make gains. Number one, you gotta rock this bro tank for me.
Okay.
Number two, get that pre-workout, man. Alright? Meet you back here whenever you go smoke a couple scoops.
Danny.
Yo.
I don't know about this.
You don't know
Is
about
this necessary?
Man, just get out on one here real quick. I'll show you how to do this. Alright, 2 scoops. Ready?
Sure.
1.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa, bro. Hey. Put this right there. There you go. There you go. Take it all in. Take it all in. Let's go.
How do you do this?
Let's go, son. Let's go, baby. 1 rep. Let's go. Ready? Put your hands out here. What are you doing? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Good rep, baby. Good rep. You alright, man? You alright? Here, stand up, man. Get you some oxygen. Stand up.
Danny, I don't think so good.
Nothing.
No.
Oh my goodness, is he okay? Are you alright? Somebody call 911. Whoa, what happened here?
Oh, get him flat.
He just passed out.
Just lay down. We need to get him to the hospital.
Oh my goodness.
All right, let's go.
This is just terrible. Hi, sir. We're gonna prep you for getting some leads on to do an EKG, so I'm just gonna take this bound off. We're just gonna do one arm and then the other arm. Oh, I see you have a tattoo.
Yeah.
What's that about?
It's my life motto. I just think you should not have regrets.
Hello, Mr. Losky.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Pretty
I'm Miss
good.
Anderson. This is my student, and we're going to be going ahead and
Nice
hooking
to
you
meet
up on an EKG.
Sweet tat, bro. I was thinking about getting that right here. What do you think?
Okay. That's great.
So if you don't mind, we're going to go ahead and hook you up, and I'm going to let him do some of the work, and I'm going to kind of talk him through it, okay? Start over here, and you're going to do clouds over grass. This is how we like to remember it. Good. And then you're going to go over to the other side, and you're going to do smoke over fire. Okay, good. Now we're going to do V1 through V6. So the first one you want to place is here. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and do this one over here, which is about the mid-clavicular line. And then we're going to place the other one on the far side in like the mid-axillary line region. Okay. And then go ahead and place V2. Good. And then V3 is between these two. Good. And one more over here. Good. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and hook you up, and let's see what's going on.
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm the attending here. Where is my 12 lead? It's pretty.
We're trying to.
It's not fast enough for me!
What's up, Doc? So what's going on with my man here, huh?
Well, he has this thing called supraventricular tachycardia.
Supraventricular tachycardia.
What's that?
Can you show me what it looks like?
This is what he was in earlier, and this is what he's in now. You see how this one's a little bit slower, a little more normal, and this one's kind of all over the board?
Okay.
Wow.
That's what that meant.
Ah.
That looks pretty bad.
All right, Mr. Loschke, we got you back in a normal sinus rhythm, and you feeling a little bit better?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to get you unhooked here, and then we're going to send you home, okay? Just whatever you did, don't do it again.
Each lead looks at a different part of the heart. First, we have lead 1 that looks at the lateral portion of the heart. Lead 2 and 3 look at the inferior portion of the heart. AVR, you can see it's pointing to the medial portion of the heart. AVL also looks at the lateral portion of the heart. AVF looks at the lateral portion as well. V1 and V2 look at the septum of the heart. V3 and V4 look at the front or anterior portion of the heart. V5 and V6 also look at the lateral portion of the heart.
Alright, right here you have the P wave, which represents atrial depolarization, directly after that being atrial contraction. And then you have atrial repolarization covered up by the QRS complex. And then the QRS complex represents ventricular depolarization. And then directly after that, you have ventricular contraction. And then what follows that, you have the T wave, which represents ventricular repolarization. And then you have relaxation.
So now we're going to talk about the 6 precordial leads. And it starts by V1 is more negative than V6. And in the middle, we have the transition zone. And that's because the QRS is about equal. And that is just showing that it's 90 degrees away from the mean vector.
Alright, so really quickly, when we're looking at an EKG printout, there is a grid that kind of tells us some more information so that we can actually make some measurements and compare what's normal and what's not. So first, there's very small boxes, and here's a larger version of it. Each small box represents 1 millimeter by 1 millimeter. Looking left to right, a small box represents just a 0.04 second time period. Vertically, it represents 0.1 millivolts. So if you're looking at the amplitude of a wave, then you can see how many millivolts it represents. The larger boxes are 5 by 5s. They represent 0.2 seconds or 0.5 millivolts.
So here is a normal EKG. First we're going to look at the rate. So what we're going to do is we're going to count the boxes in between 2 QRS complexes. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do 300 divided by 4, which is about 75. It's a little bit less, so you can see here it's 69, so that looks right. That's a normal rate. Normal rate is between 60 and 100. 70 to 80 is kind of what we shoot for. So next we're going to look at the rhythm. A normal EKG should have a normal rhythm. So how we're going to test that is we're just going to mark the distance between 2 QRS complexes, and when I move it over to the next complex, it should be equal. So there you can see that it's a regular rhythm. So normal rate, regular rhythm. As we found before, we're looking at the P, QRS, and T waves. The P waves in each heartbeat look equal. The QRS also does. We don't see a wide or a narrow QRS. It should be about 0.12 seconds. And then also the distance between the P and QRS are pretty much equal in all of these. So all of this looks very symmetrical, equal, looks like a good EKG.
So with an arrhythmia such as SVT, you will have an irregular rate but a regular rhythm. So as you can see here, the heart rate is 209 beats per minute, but the rhythm is normal. So we'll make some marks on this paper at the peak of each QRS complex. You can see when I move this paper over that each matches up perfectly. Also with SVT, you'll notice that there's no P waves present on this 12 lead, as well as you'll notice the QRS complexes are very narrow.